Benny and the Upside-Down World, a magical lesson in responsibility. In a whimsical town, Benny, a boy known for making messes, learns a magical lesson in responsibility from his talking dog, Woofy, when they visit the chaotic upside-down world and confront the consequences of neglecting cleanliness. Once upon a time, in the little town of Whimsyville, there lived a boy named Benny. Benny wasn't just any ordinary kid. He had an extraordinary gift for making messes. If there was a puddle, Benny would jump in it. If there was spaghetti, it would magically end up on his head. Benny loved fun, but he didn't always think about the messes he left behind. One day, Benny's mom called him from the kitchen. "Benny, I need you to clean your room. It looks like a tornado had a party in there." Benny groaned, "But cleaning is boring." "I'll do it later, Mom." And off he ran to play with his dog, Woofy. But what Benny didn't know was that Woofy had a secret. Woofy was no ordinary dog. He was a magical, talking dog. And that night, when Benny went to bed, Woofy whispered in his ear, "Tonight, I'm taking you somewhere special, a place that might just teach you a thing or two about messes." Benny mumbled in his sleep, "Sure, Woofy, take me wherever, but make it fun." And just like that, Benny and Woofy were whisked away to the upside-down world. It was a wacky place where everything was, well, upside down. Houses floated in the air, clouds bounced like trampolines, and books rid themselves to people instead of the other way around. Benny's eyes widened. "This is awesome. Woofy, why didn't you tell me about this place sooner?" Woofy chuckled. "I thought you might enjoy it. But look closer, Benny. This world has some strange rules." Benny looked around and noticed something odd. Everywhere he stepped, the ground became sticky, like a gooey marshmallow. "Ew! What is this stuff?" "Oh, that's forgotten jelly. It's what happens when people leave things messy," Woofy explained. "See that pink river over there? That's Spilled Milk Lagoon. And that sticky forest, that's the land of lost toys." "Gross," Benny said, trying to shake the jelly off his shoes. "Why doesn't anyone clean this place up?" Woofy wagged his tail, "Because no one here takes responsibility. Everyone just says, 'It's not my problem,' and leaves it for someone else to fix." As Benny and Woofy walked deeper into the upside-down world, they met a strange creature called Professor Piffle. He was a purple bird with glasses too big for his tiny face. "Ah, visitors," Professor Piffle squawked. "Tell me, young man, do you like living in messes?" Benny scratched his head. "Well, not really, but cleaning is so much work." Professor Piffle nodded knowingly. "Ah, but think about this. Every small mess you leave behind grows into a bigger one. Here in the upside-down world, messes don't just grow, they come to life." Benny turned pale. "Wait, what was that?" "Oh, that's the mess monster," Piffle said dramatically. "He's made of all the messes people ignore. And once he gets big enough, well, let's just say you don't want to be around when he sneezes." Benny gasped. "I don't want to meet a monster made of messes." "Then we better hurry," Woofy barked. "Let's clean up before he finds us." And so, for the first time in his life, Benny started cleaning. He wiped up forgotten jelly, gathered lost toys, and even scooped up some spilled milk, without crying, of course. With each mess he cleaned, the upside-down world became brighter and less sticky. "This isn't so bad," Benny said, smiling. "It actually feels kinda good to see things nice and tidy." By the time Benny and Woofy finished cleaning, the mess monster had shrunk down to the size of a tiny jelly bean. Benny picked it up and threw it into the trash. "There, No more mess monster. Professor Piffle clapped his wings. Bravo, Benny. You've learned the secret. Cleaning up after yourself makes the world a better place for everyone. Benny grinned. I think I've had enough of the upside-down world for one night. Can we go home now, Woofy? Woofy winked. Home it is. The next morning, Benny woke up in his own bed, Woofy snoozing at his feet. He looked around his room, which still looked like a tornado's after party. But this time, Benny smiled. Okay, no more excuses, he said. Time to clean up. And from that day on, Benny became the tidiest kid in Whimsyville. His mom couldn't believe her eyes, and Woofy just gave a knowing bark. And so Benny learned that taking care of his messes wasn't just helpful, it made life a whole lot happier for everyone around him. The moral of the story: small actions, like cleaning up after yourself, can make a big difference, whether it's in your room, your school, or even an upside-down world. Good night, little listener. Sweet dreams. See you tomorrow with a new story.